computer touching time. So last week, this is where I was last week. Custom game mode that seamlessly begins restart matches in current level match. Actually, I'm here. As we got kind of the game thing working, I figured that probably what we really need to do is go here. When we start our Unreal Engine, it's set up to just go, right? You join the game, it's joined. So how can we assign roles and grant abilities as appropriate if we can join before that happens? You know what I mean? If we get in there before it happens. Let me for now. If we go game, let's open up some of these things so you can see what's going on. I also have to refresh myself what happened last week because it was kind of a blur. So we're keeping track of player count. Through the game state. And then that was going to start the game. So let's see. Should we, and then our problem was that it starts with those things happening. Our kind of like print string stuff was a little bit wacky, right? So that's where we were right before I left. Server 1, server 2. So we had 1 and the second one compares, and that's 2. So I figure what we need to do next. State. What we need to do next is decide when the match starts, because that's where our next kind of thing is going to be. Where's our thing? Where match starts. So we're going to make a match. We're going to start it. And that's when we're going to assign roles and grant abilities as appropriate. So how do we do that without some sort of UI to do that? So I had like some stuff about UI. And this is kind of like a general kind of like I'm joining a game in the classic old school tournament style. Is that appropriate for this game? I don't know. Why does my tummy hurt? It's because I have a bag of dog treats digging into my gut. Here's a dog treat. Not for you, for the dog. So this is all like kind of like a little attempt to like make your classic Unreal Tournament, join a game, blah, blah, blah. But we also have to start a game. Kind of like one of the dreams is that you're in the game and then a match starts. I think we have it written down here somewhere as seamlessly in the current level. So you end up in the level that you're supposed to be in, kind of probably trapped in some sort of room, and then it starts. So let's see if we can do something like that. Game. So we've got our game state load. Player login. We're keeping track of players here. What else are we doing? There we go. Start new match. Set in progress plus. So let's figure out a way to start a match in progress. Should we make another map, like a map, like a waiting room map? Or how is that going to work? Waiting room? Waiting room. Waiting room? Foyer? Sorry, I'm just working it out in my head. What's better? I'm making a new file so I can type it out with giant text so you can read it. What's better? Option A. Start in a room in the level once I learn how to spell. And then a door unlocks into the rest of the level. Like a Disney park attraction. Actually, too many of that would be now. Let's like Universal Studios. That's option one. Option two is everybody starts in a waiting room level and then moves to actual level. Respawn. That's a very keyword. Respawn in the actual level. Two is more like traditional. A is kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. A is something that feels like neat. This is gonna be buckled. I don't even know. Okay. I do have a dream that at some point in the far from future, I can figure out not a programming way, but like a logical way that I can join or drop a game in progress. And being able to like have from the start the idea that you don't go from a waiting room into the actual level for the match to start helps with that. Give me a second. Let's look at what's up here. I'm gonna try to do something like this, and then it's just a text editor. It's not gonna like be useful for me. So for this to kind of like work out, let's not know about the whole spawn in join and leave the game in progress. For this to work out, you have to be able to let's see, join the game. You look like you do. You wait in this room, and then a door opens, and it's just a flag that says everything can happen now. Which means, hold on, wait, I'm talking myself through it. Which means that you start without a role or abilities for the role. role and abilities are granted in, I'm going to put quotation marks on it because it's kind of real time. It's like in theory, you respawn into the actual level, and the moment everybody's in, it starts. But when you do that respawn, that's when you get your abilities and stuff. There's like this, I guess you could call it probably some sort of network lag or like spawn lag, where like you can't really do anything, but you have those abilities, but you can't use them because the game hasn't quite started. So on a certain level, on a certain level, that's not the one I want. Are granted. Oh, the B. Abilities are granted. Preload. They're not really, but they kind of are. What else? A certain level bit granted preload. So the waiting room does not have to be logically in the levels. Like I was saying, if you have a mansion really stuck in the foyer until the game starts, that also means the foyer they can't have any gameplay elements, and everybody kind of figures that out, unless that's kind of a pain in the ass. So down here we got that advantage. We could just like waiting room looks exactly like in a level. And we can all spawn into activated room that has gameplay in it. Downside of that is that there's the blip, so everybody like changes position and moves around, or like everybody stops for a moment as everything loads. So it's possible to like it's not seamless. probably would say that there is a small one, which is from moment one, there's no safe space. So like you spawn in, and the guy like immediately turns around and rigs a trap. At least you know you have to leave the room to rig some sort of trap. If you know that room is a start room and it doesn't have a gameplay element. So let's see. Turn off. We can. So for the implementation, we need to have a match play, possibly match that object. I've done that. Match that object. What else? You'll need that down here too, won't you? Most of this is me just trying to figure out where this is a better idea than this. I think this is a good idea. I think this isn't as big a deal as I think. So let's roll with option A. Start in a room in the level and the door unlocks. So as far as we're concerned, this door unlock so conceptually, as somebody who's coding this, I don't need a working map or working waiting room level and an actual level. I can just switch the flag and see what happens. I don't even need the door, because conceptually I'm looking for. So as far as what to do today, let's continue this custom game mode that seamlessly begins. And we'll work on actually matchmaking that sort of thing later. So we're going to say that you load into the game like this. And this is not a started match yet. This is a waiting room until I flag it as something otherwise. So let's, Mr. Game State, how are we going to do that? Player count. So previously, we were saying that player count 2 starts the game. Let's do this. Print string. Let's do a if statement. Condition is that this greater than 1. Excuse me. Because we can see that because my computer is slow, that is still I'm happy it's slow right now. So then we can say that. Let's see. Hold on. Every time we do this, we get the mystery game state. Give me a second. I'm sick of this shit. Let's do a begin play. BP mystery game state. Can I? Yeah. And we're gonna go cook. Oh, I missed one. Oh well. Drag this up here. We'll say that when we begin play, we'll get this. I think this is a valid thing. Cast failed. I don't know what to do. I assume the whole thing blows up. That's the only thing I think of. That's a little bit less onerous. And then I'll do the same thing here. There you go. I didn't cast it every time. I got it. I got it once. It's not changing. Does this still work? Have I broken it? I have broken it. And then I have, yeah, because I have failed to combine. I don't have one of these. There we go. Compile that. There you go. Play. I missed it because we're looking at the dog. All right. Ooh. Player login. People are logging in before the game starts. That's not right. That's not right at all. Oh. Interesting. I set a long time on my watch. Anyways. So begin play is too late. What else can I? Is there anything else I can override on here? Constructor maybe? Init. Hmm. How about um structs. Um hmm, think you don't want okay. People log in before this gets set. That's not good. Which means that this let's try this. It's terrible. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I know this is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be terrible. I'm doing it anyways. Uh, sorry, I'm grabbing this guy. Oh, sorry, it's that's better. I'll take that. If it is valid, we will do nothing. We'll compile first, and then output is gonna be so sketch. I love it. And this is gonna be our construction script. Oh fuck, I could just put it in here. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. I didn't need to do anything. Construction script. Drive construction script. Duh. Set. Copy. Paste. Paste. No, it doesn't paste. Copy. Paste. There we go. This should do what we want. Then we'll take all this and we don't have these. We understand they exist. So if we do that, do we get what we want? No. Interesting. That's no good, man. Why is this like running? Huh. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? I'll bet that also doesn't work because it's too early. I'll bet we're in the middle. That happens before game state is set. This happens before after after gameplay starts. All because I wanted to make it look clean. What a mess. Oh, is there one here? No, I already looked at it, didn't I? Um, okay, so we've got that. Got this. It's valid. See, that's the thing. If they're loading in before it gets set, it must be getting set somewhere because it happens before they log in. If it's not valid, okay, let's do this. If it's not valid, then oh, oh my god. That's the way I want it. And the object is get game state. Oh, that never works, does it? I always have to do this. And then this guy here, it's already set. And return it. It's not set. Oh, what's this? What? What? Not on this one. All right. Let's see if we can do something about that. We have set mystery game state. Why don't we just do that? Right? Because by then it should be set. This is actually the set here. Like this. It's such a hack. I'm ashamed I wrote it. I'll bet if I did it in C++, there's a spot where I can like capture that and make it just like set this as mystery. 2, 2. And if I stop it, no errors. All right. Good. That's what we want. So if it's more than one, then already got this mystery once, right? I'm hoping it's smart enough that it's not gonna call everything. You know, we're going to does that make sense? Didn't crash. Let's Start match. There we go. Okay. So we started the match ourselves. We have a minimum player count that we already set. So let's change this to. Oh, okay. Change that to a greater than or equal, because that's minimum. How's that look? Alrighty. This should be all kind of like it's almost like data. I shouldn't have to there's a state, right? I'm not doing any spawning around or anything like this, so I shouldn't be putting that stuff in here, and I won't. I'll be assigning roles. Where's the thing? This is a day where I really have to be like looking at this. I'll move it back down to where it was. This was down here last week. I'm gonna put back. Before the match starts, assign roles and grant abilities as appropriate. So that's this guy here. Assign roles. So what we want to do here is get everybody who's here and assign them a role. We've added them to. Wait, hold on. Like players. Okay, so we already have all the players. We can 100% assign them player controller. So we can go through and assign each one a role, assuming it's the right kind of player controller. So let's start with that. Why isn't players in here? Am I like nuts? Sorry, I'm a little bit head graph. Players. Where does this come from if it's not on here? Did I do that? Am I nuts? I'm crazy. Oh, it's in here. This should be in here is the problem. There we go. Like, oh, match is open. It's like, oh, no. Okay, yes, I'm doing this, so it has to be that. All right. Let's get current players. I didn't do that. Oh, current number of players. That's useless. I remember that part. That also means this is not a real thing, is it? Like, I should be able to get players, get current players? No. We had this discussion. We had that only happens once you get the thing. That comes from the login. That's why I was doing the login. I don't need the login because it's kind of like a sugar right now. I need these players. And these are going to be guests, right? Guests. No, they're player controller. Normal player controllers. Right? So it's going to be a player controller. And that player controller is going to have a player state. And that will cast to a guest player state. Every time. If the cast failed, we're not going to do anything with it. If it succeeds, we're going to assign roles, and this is where we're going to assign them roles and stuff. And when it's done, what do we do? File. Out. Do I have an out? No. Sorry. We're assigning roles. It just comes up the other side, and then that's it. All right. Does that mean it's Sure. I don't know. There's no other side to this, so I mean, like, don't think that's what that means. No. So we don't have any, like, right now, way to figure out who is what. So we're going to need before we do any of this. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Hello? I'm back. I got a package. Let's do a audio only unboxing. All right. What do we have? We have a fabric patch. Because I have a jacket that's a master jacket. I'm taking off the American flag because it's a little bit spicy right now here. Oh, and of course, I have a second patch with the Casey Green's "This Is Fine" dog on it. What else is on here? I have the last. I obviously have the last family magnet in a package because it just gave me the box, the entire thing, the bag. So it's like the bag is shaped for like 6 of them. This is obviously the last one in the bag. Like I'm giving you the whole bag. Oh, yeah. Too bad I can't see this. And finally, the most important one. Let's see, are they too big? Oh, they're so big. Your face is so small compared. Let's see. I was trying to get the right size of doggles. I think they're too big for her. You're gonna hate that, Newton. You're too sick to deal with that. All right, let's go back on to turn this off. Oh, it's don't know. I don't know. Oh, there's a thing on the side. All right, back to where so we need to figure out before we assign the roles, we have to figure out what roles we have to assign. So that's right, everyone. This is how you can tell I went to school for this shit. You go like this. You make a new level of abstraction. So we're going to make roles, and we're going to say that the roles are going to output roles are set as, what did we set them as? Gameplay tags? Oh my god. The package is like completely set up the game. Uh, no. No. We're gonna make a gameplay. Oops. Not gameplay tag container. Wait. Hold on. Before I poo-poo it, let's do our favorite thing, which is to look something up. Why am I here and not in a window where I can type? All right. Constructors, destructors, functions, add, and blah, blah, blah. Without checking to, and normal is specified. See, though, actually, what I can do, start with this. In theory, I can test out by going, yeah, right? Because I can't go event and then event again. So that's the wrong kind of thing. I need, that's not what I need. It looks like what I need, but it isn't. I need a gameplay tag, nothing. And then it's an array. Because then that will give you the ability to have, if we go down here, we can make array, right? So I can do this. And I can 100%, there's nothing to stop me from just doing it again, right? So get roll, get rolls, and we'll return an array of rolls. So when we get to assign rolls, what we'll do is we will get rolls. Great job, everyone. We'll promote this to a local variable. Rolls. Great job, everyone. No, that's why I'm like attaching it to. There we go. All right. So we have a local roles that we can fart around with within this function. So what we'll do is over here, we are going to play tag and set it to a random one of those. So let's see. Can I have a sneaky suspicion that it might have something for me. Already in here, it's like totally get random. Object target. Doesn't seem right. All right. Legit, you could do it that way. There's a shuffle. Is that shuffled array or is that a shuffle control? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? This is why you just go look stuff up. None of this like get this. Can I that thing? Yeah. All right. So for every state, we're going to shuffle it. Shuffle the rolls. Then we're going to take set this to sorry, we're going to set that to rolls. That's not what I want. This seems weird, but I don't think I've ever like bought one thing that array. I'll bet he does it in here. Get. You can do get. All right, I'll do that. So we're going to shuffle it. Then we're going to get. Oh, get. player ref will be the first one. Do that one. Then there's Buck Wild. We're going to remove that one from the array. So that array shrinks as it goes. Now, in theory, there should be enough roles for each player. So what we'll do before then, let's do this. Let's move all this over here. Because I'm an old programming or, you know, work. That's the worst, that you start getting into, like, oh my god, why not click on work mentality on like this? But I think it's a good idea because I can do. I'll get you in a second. So then, if let's do an if here. If roles length is more than 0, then we'll bother to do all this. Because that's a pain in the ass. I'm just going to go to rules again. Roles. No, not that one. Just like the actual. There we go. Local variable. Let's do this. There we go. We'll bother to do all this if there are still roles to assign. If there aren't, lift this up. So what's that part? And what we'll do is false. Oh, no. You're a detective. How's that for Buck Wild? What's this mean again? I don't know. Okay. Anyway. So that's our game loop. Where do we get roles from then? Get roles from here. Get roles, which I have done nothing useful. Before I do that, let's see if I crash. That's always nice. No crash. Okay, so we successfully didn't crash it. If you really want to do a thing, we can say And I convert it again because there's too many conversions. And that caused us to make them both templates, which is why I wanted to have it. Great. Okay. And after that, you're gonna love this. Rolls. Oh. That's the word I'm looking for. Why is it? There we go. And we are going to put in a single gameplay tag. That's the role. No. We're going to put in a guest character. I think. Where did we put that? Where did we put that, Chance? I think. Hold on. Wait, I didn't save that. I don't like closing things when I. Okay. We put that in here, didn't we? Right. The abilities are in player state. Are they in the character? Player state. Be the player state, right? Abilities component. There it is. So this, let me see what's this with this. Assigning roles to player state. Players? That's not right. Players go in and player states come out? No, that's not right. Oh, sorry. Player states do come out. All right. So, oops. Oh, stop. So this guy, we're gonna go get ability system component of that actor. I'm going to ability system component. And we're going to say that we are going to grant, we're going to grant abilities, whatever this is. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. Because we don't know what by game roles. Oh, actually, we do want to do that. So we're going to add game play gameplay tag game role. So we're going to say that state, we have the get ability system component. We're going to dump that into there. We're going to get a brand new game role. We just got. Dump that into there. And that's going to do nothing. we're not ready for that yet. So at some point, we're going to design a way to say what abilities do you get per role, and whether that's a data thing or just a big freaking graph. I'm not sure yet. What time is it? 7:30. 7:30. Because I'm not sure about it, I'm thinking of switching tack right after I go to the bathroom. So I'll be back, and then we're going to switch direction a little bit. See you soon. Have returned. So changing tack. Because I haven't decided how to connect this and this thinking data, I don't have to look that up. I'm thinking of moving on to this one for now, since I do have some of that set up. If we look down here, excuse me. I've got some menu stuff. So menu would be another game mode. We load this. So I've got same stuff, session, game state base. There's nothing in here. I've made a menu controller. There's a player state. I don't really need it. Basic, 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 and this thing. And there's no, it's data only. I'm not gonna do anything with that. I'm not gonna do anything with this right now because I am gonna do something with this. So this is a widget. If it will load. I've never loaded before. We'll find out. I've never done this stuff before. Oh, look at this. All right, so here's our thing. Can make buttons. We can. So let's make some text. Which text? Normal text. Named slot. All right. Okay, just do a standard. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. I'm gonna close this without saving it. Actually. Well, so I did this because I was following another YouTube, but now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, you get to see me think about it. I'm so sorry. Text editor, no, Office. Exhibit. Is there just like a basic like? Oh. I just want paint. So much effort for like. All I want to do is like make boxes. Yeah, I know. All right, so I could make a thing where it says host. Oh, it's not done. I don't know. I don't even know what have I done. I just want to select none. Am I the only one who like undo resize image? Like, anyways, paintbrush. So I could do a thing where I have a button that says host, a button that says join, and then by clicking that you get another screen that's like, oh, here's your hosting information, start hosting, right? And then you click this and then it gives you the server list, blah 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 blah, join. I think that's dumb. Am I like crazy? I'm thinking more that you have a dual screen. I don't know why you'd have one or the other. Of having like either you right on the screen, you either host. Hosting is like the only thing about hosting is if you're using old school Unreal Engine, you might have like a LAN option here. Oh my God, it's like we're all blind. Hold on. I'm gonna. Why don't we get something a little bit more solid? Oh, how about this guy? Oh, that's not what I expected to do. How about this guy here? 1 pixel. I don't know. So why don't we have just a button for host with like, oh wait. I'm trying to like think it out. We want a button that says host. We want to have the only option, which is LAN or not. I want to imply that you pick that before you push host. So maybe up here. And better wording to imply that like that's what you're doing. And then right underneath that, we have our server list or join. Or, and then we join the server list with a join button on it. Or, and more likely, because people don't use server lists anymore. Or you have like a join, you know, a code box. And then a join button. What ugly things I write. So why don't we hold on. Cancel. Actually, you know what? Let's hop back into here and do what I said just for the button. Saving just for the button. Seems a lot like game. Why don't we do? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. We'll call this blueprint widgets, and we'll call this instead of find no, I think we'll just use find session. That's the best. I think that's the best name for it. Oh, actually, the best name for it is just session, isn't it? See, this is what happens when you like work as like somebody who makes software and you think about these stupid names constantly. No, there isn't. It's not used by anything anywhere. Thank you. I'm gonna just tweak that one. Yeah, it's just memory. Go away. So I want to have a button. Ooh. Not ready for that. A button with text in it. Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. That's totally a thing. Text block. Where's the text? Where's the text block? There it is. Put host. Oh my God. Shrink the text as well. Oh, why would you do that to me? All right. a matter of me going in here and making this bigger. How can I do that? Is it these numbers that make me weird? No, padding is in the inside, right? So that's in the inside of that. This would have padding, I guess. Pivot, pixel snapping. Oh no, I made a terrible mistake, guys. Wait, that's zoom 1, right? Zoom -1, zoom 1 to 1. This is 1 to 1. Oh my god. All right. Let's make a host dinner button here. And then under that, we've got lists. List view, tile view, tree view. Let's do a list that we'll never see. Okay, compile. List. Oh, it won't let me. Widget can't have children. You can't. Oh, only one per thing, huh? Is there a? Yeah, here we go. This is what we want. We want a vertical box. I think I need to do this in like order, which is annoying, but that's how it is. Let's do a okay. Box. Okay, let's start with a vertical box. Let's start with this. Safe zone first. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to do this. Safe zone. Safe zone. Just say how I set this. Who knows? I'm going to. Can I put the vertical box into it? Yes. All right. Good enough for Dell. Vertical blocks. Into the vertical box. I'm going to put a second that is a input box, toggle box. No. We want I'm the only one who's like, there must be a checkbox, right? Why is it up here and not with the rest? Anyways. Ooh, I'll bet this is super. Wait, hear me out. This is probably super Java-y, right? So we'll have a horizontal box. Into the horizontal box, we put a checkbox. In the horizontal box, see? There you go. See this? And then into the horizontal box again, we'll put the text. And then after that vertical box, we'll have a button that has a text in it that says I still have to, that's my keyboard. So I have like software on my keyboard where instead of like holding down shift, I tap it and the next thing I have will be shift and it goes back down to like small letters. And my problem is that I'm typing faster than it goes back down to small letters. There's a setting for it. I haven't set it yet. Host dinner. So when host dinner, I could also do a thing where I put it into a horizontal box. And then maybe can I fill the rest of the space? Fill. Oh, look at that. And then this is what happens. This is the unfortunate thing that happens when you, well, you know Java. You're like, oh, I know Java. I know how this stupid bullshit works. Is there, no, not text. Spacer, the spacer. Size. Let's put a spacer. Let's put what's this? What's this? No. All right. Let's put another spacer after this. We'll give that some space. And then after that, we will put we had it. I saw it. Panel list. In that list, we will put a can I compile? Oh. Says I don't have enough stuff. Entry. That would be focus space, hey? List. Is it a class? List entries, widget class. Here we go. Zero items. Entry widget class. Give me a second. Let's do for this. It's kind of annoying, but that's how it works, right? Panel, horizontal box, maybe. And into that, we're going to put some text. Don't particularly care. Immediately regret it. Wish I had a vertical box there instead. So I can put a title on it. Actually, what's this? Panel. That's not what I want. I want to. That's what I want. Grid panel. Is that what I want? It means the width of every column throughout the table. And do I add table. I don't care. All I'm going to do is I'm going to compile, close, hop back into here. And we have to set this to a class. How do I get it to recognize that as a class for that entry widget class? Can I do this? This is your classic where you go like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, and put that in there. No. I can still save though, right? Save. Okay. God, how does it know? How does it know? The plan is to have it on. Okay, so for the record, the plan is I want to have this side be joining game, and this side is setting up any setup for your character that you can do. That's my idea. That's my plan. So there's that. Why don't we go look up discard changes. Thank you. Why don't we go look up how that works, since like I wasn't paying attention. Unreal Engine widget list entry. They call them entries, and I call them items. Thank you. Quick start. Okay, it shows it's a blueprint widget. Oh, you need a okay. All right, let's hit it with that. That's the implement interface. Will it interface? Designer. I've never implemented an interface in Unreal Engine before. Where is that? Thumbnail settings. Look for thumbnail settings. I don't see it. It'd be on like a class, right? Oh. I don't want to edit what columns are. Maybe I do. I don't know. I am kind of like lost. Where is that? Where is he getting that? Make this list entry, right? He's got widget blueprints. I've got widget blueprints. Where does he get? Oh, you know what? Nope. Nope. What? Oh, wait, on the grid panel. I need to be on this guy. No. this is a little bit. Okay, give me a second. I'll be back. Oh, not that one. I'm just gonna do a thing. I just do like widget, right? Not user widget, just widget. I think that's what it was. A widget. Panel widget, user widget, just widget. Okay. It doesn't show up when I do it that way either. So it's kind of like, well, okay, it doesn't really do anything. Delete. Delete it. So, where is it? Where is it? Do I have to, no. I'm not editing the thing. I'm looking at, do I have to show expand all categories? Nope. That's so weird. What this guy? Is it in here? Ooh. I found you. I found you. I think maybe I'm just in the same boat I was before. Yeah, I'm just in the same boat. I'm just in a different view. Parent class user widget. Huh. Well, that's kind of a lame. Is it here? No, it can't be here. I don't know how this happens sometimes. Why don't we try? That's not gonna help. Well, yeah, I can see that. Let's see. So we had this one. Is there another? Looking at this one. I It's from 2022. Are you saying back? I should be able to open this up, ignore that thing, and just go pop. We'll put this And because I already have a class called session this item, and I'm going to call this entry. And that means somebody else who is used to Unreal can come here and we'll see it and not be like confused. Now I should be able to compile this guy because it has. And then I'm going to delete this. It's in memory, who cares? I'm going to rename this. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it. I'm gonna, nope, don't care. Recompile the new thing. Entry. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're gonna make a grid panel in here. And we're gonna put a horizontal box in it. Does that make sense? I don't know, man. What's this about? I don't know. Horizontal box does not have. I need the horizontal box. Let's ask Everyman. Interesting. What do you think? What do you think? I think I have to look into this more. And then I have to think about the other part more. So let's do something a little bit more towards why we're here. We've got this thing here. We've got this thing here. In theory, I should be able to click on it and things happen. Where is that? Behavior. Style. See, in the graph, like I get a I have a thing where it's like, oh yeah, you can get what do you, does this have a name? Button 44. Oh, brilliant. And then we're gonna make this the host button. People hate some people hate me naming things the way a normal, oh god, like normal language. I'd rather I do something like host or btn host or something like that. You know what? That's fine because that's my what do you call it? My trauma of using Visual Studio, Visual Basic way back in the day, and everything was like had this what do you call this again? Not Pascal. Oh shit. Polish notation, I believe it was. Let's go look that up. I'm pretty sure it was Polish notation. Nope, it's not Polish notation. had a dumb name. Check rotation? Prefix in Visual Basic. Oh my god. Unreal. Unreal. It's not even properly taking focus, so I can like go back. Oh, it doesn't have. Yeah, this garbage. I know people do a little. People do it in Unreal a lot. Case in point, even I'm doing it with the BPWs, BP, that kind of thing. But in this case, this is the most sensible thing. You're never going to refer to this outside of this class at all. It's not getting mixed up with like, oh, is this the host? What host? What else? Right? So I'm just going to call that host button. Can I get at it over here now? Oh. In here now. Is that what this button does? It is. But how does that help me? I don't think it helps me. I don't think that helps me. No. I think I'm gonna go look at this closer because there's nothing that's very obvious in here of how to get this in here so I can do something when I click on it, which is what I want to do. I want to click on it and have it do a thing. So for now, oh wait. No opposition to the Genius switch. There it is. Hey. So we'll have a thing that you push it, and I'll do that. And then in here, somewhere, I don't know, but it's also going to have a button. And that button will have a text in it. And that text will be or because I'm not that one. We're gonna do the button. The button stuff. I do this. I get the events, and I can click on it. Excellent. All right. That's where I'm going to stop tonight. Because now we've gotten to the point where we can click on this, and then we'll set up creating a actual like session. And then here we'll get the session, and probably somewhere around here we'll do refreshes automatically. I don't care about like whether or not we like probably probably also on hovered. Yeah, we'll also make sure that we don't refresh while we're on a particular one. All right, I think that's good enough tonight. And then, that's what we're going to do next week, I think. Put this here. And we'll get a gameplay session going that we can then use as a way to gather all our data and then start assigning goals. All right. I will see you next week.